Hey everyone, I'm Nate.
And I'm Abby.
We're the RC Sailors and we're at our airfield today. We're very excited because we haven't flown any planes in a long time. We're going to show you this really cool, very easy to build plane. And I want to give a shout out to our highest contributing patron, Kent, because it's your birthday. Happy birthday, Kent. This video is in honor of you because you have been making a lot of progress on flying your airplane. I think this could be a potential second airplane for you because this would be, it's a great price and it has a pusher prop plane.
Yeah, so happy birthday, Kent.
Happy
Woo!
birthday.
500? How old is he?
550.
That sounds about right. Yeah.
We'll have his channel linked below in the description box if you guys want to check out his channel and see his progress. Also, they do some cool stuff with like Segway things. Very cool. Back to this airplane though. This is the XK A1200. It's a beautiful plane with a pusher prop setup, a tri-bladed prop. You could change out whatever style prop you like, but it comes with a tri-bladed prop. It's a brushless motor with a 20 amp ESC, and this is probably the quickest plane I've ever put together. Abby and I sat down when we got this in the mail to do this together. We like to work on the planes as a project together, and quite literally, the only thing we had to do was put 2 screws in the tail to hold the stabilizer on and the vertical stabilizer, and then the 2 wings basically just go together and they snap together in the middle. Extremely easy to build. It's a 100% ready to fly unit for about $150. Sometimes that goes on sale. We'll have it linked in the description box below. This is held on with a magnet. Inside we have a battery with a JST connector, which is probably the only thing I don't love about this because most of my planes don't fly on a JST connection. But this is a 2-cell 2000 milliamp LiPo battery. They're boasting a 45-minute flight time. We're probably going to get significantly less flight time today because we have a pretty steady breeze, and Abby and I like to fly under power more than we do gliding. So we'll see what we get. It also comes with a nice transmitter. We've seen this on the channel before from drones, quadcopters and things.
And helicopters too.
Even helicopters.
So.
They make nice transmitters. They're better than most of the cheaper transmitters out there. They get the job done and they're nice and sturdy. It flies on 6 AA batteries, so we should have a pretty good range system. It does have a wheel for nice smooth landings on multiple surfaces. All in all, this looks like a really good plane. I hope it holds up while we're in the air. I'm excited to fly it, so let's just go ahead and take off with this. It'll be a maiden flight today. Remember, Abby had a plane that was a pusher prop that we loved, and we fried it while we were at Flight Fest because we pulled too many streamers with it.
I told you were setting me up for failure.
Well, yeah, maybe.
You and the FT community cast guy.
Yeah.
Just wanted to see me fail and blew out my plane.
Yeah, it caught on fire. So we got a new pusher prop plane for Abby, 4 channels. This should be a lot of fun. So let's get it in the air. This plane does have a stabilization. I think I knew a bit about that before I kicked it on, but as you can see when I'm turning, if you get a close shot of the aileron here, as I move it, you see it's moving.
You can hear it more than see it.
Yeah, or the tail. Okay, so it has the stabilization. I'm trying to see if there's a way to turn that off here. I hit the button.
We forgot the instructions at home.
Happens, but I do have high and low rates. So look at the aileron, and now if I throw my high rates, I get a little bit more throw, not a lot. I'm sure there's a way to turn off the stabilization, but that's okay. And then we also have mixed in elevator with the rudder. You see, I'm just giving it rudder, but it gives me elevator, and then with throttle, look at the elevator. I have mixed in elevator too. So this should be a pretty smart plane. Good technology in this for not having a GPS or anything. So it should be pretty easy to fly. My only main concern is how well the wings are going to hold together because we didn't tape them and reinforce it. I just kind of want to see how it does stock. If they fall apart, if this stops flying, it's because they disconnected.
The instructions didn't say to tape it.
No, I mean, as a long-term solution, I would just tape that for safety. But for our video...
And Nathan, why didn't you put a sticker on it?
It does need stickers. I don't know.
People don't like when you don't put stickers on it.
I know.
They get angry.
We were in a hurry to fly it, and I forgot.
Let's fly. Bouncy.
That was just me. I didn't know how sensitive the elevator would be, and I just kind of over-moved it.
Come close to me, my dear.
I'm hands-free, and I'm about half throttle. So let me come back towards us and just show you. I'm 100% in a second. I am hands-free right there. And again, that's about half throttle. So if I ease off on the juice, it should level off some. I'm flying into the wind, so I am just hanging like a kite. I'll get lower and closer for you because that's a little too high. I haven't trimmed this at all, and it feels really good in the air. Feels really good. So let's see, is it capable of doing a loop in the stabilization mode? No. So I can give it full over and it won't roll. So that's full left and no roll. So this is a very beginner friendly plane, yeah.
All it's missing is the GPS, but we just had that Hubsan GPS plane on the channel a month or so ago.
There's 0 throttle.
And this is half price. The Hubsan was about $300. This comes in around $150.
With that headwind, it's just kind of fighting that. I'm trying to get a little lower.
That's a nice plane.
Yeah,
I like the way it looks.
Very easy to fly. Oh my gosh. And just because I really want to, I'm going to just do a quick landing because with that wheel, I want to land this really fast.
And this is our Maiden. This is the first time we've had this in the air.
I've never flown this, I've never trimmed it. Watch how I should be able to get it almost like a spot landing because it has so much lift. Here we go. I'm just gonna land it right here. 0 throttle. Look how slow that is.
Wow.
Oh yeah.
That was smooth.
I think I could do a ground takeoff. I'm gonna do it. Here we go.
Nuh-uh.
Yeah, I'm doing it.
No way.
Yeah. Yep, I'm doing it. Full throttle, baby. Come on, come on, come on. Yeah.
Oh, the gate was kind of in the way.
That's okay. I mean, it's pretty obvious that nobody was out there throwing that.
I would hope they would
so that
realize
was a one-wheel belly airplane doing a ground takeoff.
That's crazy.
On grass.
Wow.
On grass.
That is
I've
crazy.
never done that before. All right, Abby, I am going to pass these
So
controls.
there's no way you can take it off of this beginner mode.
I'm throwing my switches here while I'm flying. That one's not it. This one's not it. This one's not it. This one is not it. And the big red button, not it, even holding it. So nothing is taking it out of flight stabilization. No, I think it's going to be something within the transmitter, possibly, to turn that off, if that's even possible. I apologize for putting this in the air without knowing that you can turn that off or how to turn that off, but this was just a matter of 5 minutes after getting it out of the box, charging it, of course, and it being in the air.
Yeah,
so
I forgot the instructions.
I'm not, you know, this is amazing. This is absolutely amazing. I want to do a really low, slow flyby here.
Is the bouncing kind of because of the flight stabilization, like
Yes.
it doesn't want you to go down?
Yep, that's exactly right. It's when I turn the motor off, that's when it gives me full
Lift.
elevator authority over again. With the motor on, really slow, it gives me mixed elevator in with it. When I turn the motor completely off, that's when it goes back down to center by default. So when you see me doing the jerking, watch, I'm pushing down elevator now, motor off, and it just kind of catches me off guard because it turns that mixing off when the motor is off. So I want to gain some altitude. I want to pass the controls to Abby, and then I've got a little treat for you guys if we can pull it off.
Okay, so I'm going to take the camera off the...
Yep, you go ahead and do that. So there's Abby. She is flying. And
I am flying.
Going to face that plane in just a second. Here we go. Where are you at? Oh, I see you.
Trying to get low.
Yeah,
That's why it's going kind of fast.
Oh, it's fine. Oh, there you are. Nice. So this is my favorite thing to do in the hobby. Complete favorite thing to do. I have not done this in a long time.
Look how slow it's going,
and
Nathan.
I'm so happy.
Do some loops around me.
I am so happy right now. Oh yeah, that's
so slow. It's super slow. Run into it.
You disappear in the sun.
Okay,
it's like
I'll
a solar eclipse.
Turning. Oh, that looks so close. It's so
easy to fly.
Yes, but that's not what I was going for. I can't think of the word. when he flies the quadcopter, the race drone, when I'm flying a plane, it always just looks like it's about to smash it.
Like that one?
Yeah. That didn't look as close.
Really?
Yeah.
It was very close. I want to fly in front of you some.
Turning.
Okay.
14.
I love chasing planes with quads. This is like my 80th flight. I've been keeping track of my Walkera Furious 215. I'm about 80 flights in now. And I just love this, well, the plane is cool, but I love this race drone like crazy. This plane is very, very beginner friendly.
It really is.
I love it.
I mean, it has some stabilization, but I don't really feel like it affects it too much. I mean, yeah, it affects it to where you can't do flips and everything, but for a beginner, I mean, it doesn't hinder you from learning how to fly.
Yeah, this is awesome.
I feel like it actually would help you for sure learn to fly. Sometimes with the flight stabilization, I feel like it could hurt you because you're not fully learning controls, but I feel like this gives you a really good taste of how to fly a plane.
Where are you at?
I'm behind you.
I see.
I cannot believe how slow this is capable of flying.
I like slow flyers. You don't come across them every day.
But I'm not flying on, I'm flying on like medium throttle here, 50%.
Why don't you juice it and let's see how it does, the difference.
This is full throttle.
I can hear you. Wow, it's... Okay, ease off on that. You are fast. Wow. I mean, I can keep up, but...
Oh, it climbed
really,
a lot
really
too.
Fast. Really fast. That's pretty impressive. I didn't think I'd noticed that big of a difference.
I didn't notice how much it was climbing up in the air till just a second.
Give us a nice low flyby here while we're both in the air, because I can't do much longer. I'm almost at my limit on my race drone. Actually, you could go ahead and land, and that'll give us a chance to switch back off. Try landing. That would be awesome.
All right, I gotta stand back up.
That's cool. Go quick though. Loop back around because I don't have any juice left. I hate to put the pressure on you, but you can do it. Yeah, this will be a good one. Abby's walking away, so you're probably not going to hear her. But I'm going to try to follow her while she lands, if I have enough juice. I'm really low. I'm just trying to take it easy here. She's got this. She's got this. Oh yeah, I know she's got it. It's going to be hard to film this. You're a little closer. You're fine. You're good. You're good. Touchdown. Yeah. Nice. Good job. Very nice. I'm going to land soon and then we'll switch back off. Little shot of Abby in the plane there. There we go. Very nice. Give us a thumbs up for a dual successful flight.
That was good. I'm really surprised at how easy this is to fly. I think I want to do a takeoff.
Okay.
Do you think you can film me?
Yeah, I can do that. Yep.
Do you think I can throw it?
Yes, you can. Yep, because this is such a slow flyer, takeoff should be easy.
I don't think I have ever really thrown my own plane.
I agree.
Takeoff.
I don't think you have either. Throw it kind of like a football or, like a harpoon, imagining.
Because I throw harpoons all
Just imagine, like that's what you kind of imagine what you're throwing. And you're just going to go pretty much right with the field. The wind is coming across perfectly, so.
It's even hard for me to hold the transmitter and give it to you.
Yes, it is. But once you go about half throttle, you can leave it there. You got this, Abby. Yeah. Nice. You did it. You did it.
Oh, almost.
She's flying and walking, flying and walking. There's planes behind you on the ground here. That's right, guys. We got more planes coming to the channel.
So the transmitter was a little too big for me to hold it one-handed, so I did use my mouth to give it throttle.
Oh, okay. I didn't really notice you doing that. So this is all Abby. She took off the plane
and
herself.
I'm left-handed challenged. Like I have a hard time holding heavier things because the transmitter is heavy in my left hand.
Yeah.
Ask my mom, she knows all about it. When I was younger and we would be baking like a cake or something, I couldn't like get the batter out of the bowl because I couldn't hold it with my left hand.
Oh, wow.
I'm really challenged with left hand.
So you're pretty high right now.
Oh,
if you could get a lower shot for us, that'd just be good for the channel. Actually, do like a fast, low flyby. That'd be cool so we could actually demonstrate the speed. Get as low as you can and just fly fast.
It climbs pretty easily.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, it's because of that elevator mix.
So I'm kind of having to constantly give it a little bit of down elevator.
That's fair. That's fair with a plane that you want to stay in the air.
You can kind of tell right now.
Yeah, how
Its nose is up.
Yep.
Don't want it to stall on me.
Yeah.
But I feel like a stall wouldn't hurt it too bad.
No. So is this your low? There you go. Now full throttle and keep it down. That's it. There, full throttle. Give us full throttle.
Full throttle?
Mm-hmm. So we can see how fast it'll cruise around. There we go. There we go. Here, nice low flyby. Keep it low.
Scary.
Pretty good. Pretty good. Good job.
Look how fast it wants to climb those.
Yeah.
As soon as I let off the down elevator, I'm getting it.
Now let's see some glide characteristics when you get a chance. That'd be kind of cool to see on here. I'd climb up some. Yeah. So you don't stall.
I don't even have to give it up elevator for it to climb.
I see you're climbing quite a bit. Okay, and just whenever you're ready, that's high enough. So you're 0.
Yeah, it instantly kicked down for a second.
It may have a throttle brake on there. Okay, I can tell you, or by the clouds, I can see how you're just kind of floating.
Oh yeah.
Now you're going nose into the wind, and you're just steering with your ailerons, right? Nope, yeah. She's giving it some juice because right there she stalled.
I don't like doing it over dead.
Yeah.
We'll come back around and try again.
Orientation of this plane is easy to see. I do like the design of it. A rear mounted prop like that, a pusher prop, they are very protected for beginner pilots.
Again, guys.
She's floating. It's alright. Don't give it juice. You got enough room to save yourself. See, ground is there, you're there.
I can feel the wind down here pushing it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to go into the power line.
Yeah, no, good save. This is a great plane. Awesome flight time.
I am really surprised at how the wings are holding on because...
Me too.
There's literally just like maybe 4 inches of bar on both sides and the wings lock together and click into place. And that's it.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
After this flight, what we'll do is definitely tape or glue those on.
You'll definitely want to check the security of the wings, how well they're holding on before each flight.
Yeah.
Because I could foresee the little locking in place plastic system failing.
Yeah. A little bit of tape.
You know, giving out after so many flights.
Like 2 strips of shipping tape and you'll be good.
Oh yeah. And an RC sticker.
And an RC Sailor sticker.
That we offer over on Patreon.
That's right. Yeah, this is a great airplane. It really is. I was not expecting this. First of all, I don't know why I didn't think it had flight stabilization. I didn't think it had it. It just didn't seem like a plane that would have it for $150. I was expecting a ready-to-fly unit that did not have flight stabilization. And then it works really, really well. And how easy it was to build, that is a huge, huge bonus for me. It's made out of EPO foam. So that's pretty durable foam. It's popular now. It's got that wheel on the bottom for really smooth belly landings. Really hard to mess up a landing with this plane because it won't let you tip over very far. I think it has aileron mixed in with the throttle too, so basically if you're lower throttle, it does not let you have as much aileron control.
That makes sense. And that's a good thing for landing.
And even taking off.
That's one thing I noticed when I was landing, is sometimes I get really nervous and I start hitting that aileron to correct, and sometimes I overcorrect, or sometimes I give it the wrong way, because when it's coming at you, that's extremely easy to do and get confused with. And this one, it doesn't really give you much authority when you're 0 throttle. And I like that.
Okay, I'm going to reset the camera because of the record time. And we're back. And Abby, one thing I want you to do, because I was able to do a belly takeoff from 0 throttle, I want you to try a belly landing into a takeoff. So basically a touch and go. This will be a touch and go.
What?
I think you can do it. This is the plane to do it with. Exactly. You've already done your first hand launch ever by yourself with this plane.
Thinking about that just makes me nervous.
Basically, you're going to think about landing, and as soon as you land, just juice it and then pull up. That's the only difference. You're just thinking about landing.
Coach me.
Yeah, okay.
When it's time.
You're a little too far out, so you definitely need to come in closer. And then correct the plane. There you go. Now just touch. No, you're going over toward Death Valley. You can kind of watch the shadow. You're okay. Okay, you can do it. Touchdown. Now go, go, go. Juice, 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 juice. Full throttle, full throttle. And up, lift, 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 lift. Nah. Oh, I've got a beep on my transmitter.
Oh, really?
Telling me.
A beep on the transmitter.
Maybe telling me my battery's getting a little low.
Did you accidentally beep that little spinning knob?
I did. Yep, sure did. Super easy to fly plane. Very, very easy to fly. I'm gonna try touch and go just because I was asking you to. So basically,
you're just trying to show me up. Let's be honest here.
Well, I mean, let's see if I can even do it. Coming for landing, full throttle. Ooh, it's so hard to do in the grass, but I did it.
You were straighter than me. I was not aimed the right way.
For some reason, you do have a tendency of coming in over Death Valley, and you're like, I think I can land here.
Perception is a weird thing.
Perception is a weird thing, but one thing you can do to conquer that is to actually fly what you believe to be your flight line. You can kind of fly over that, especially when there's no one here. So you see I'm kind of flying over the flight line, and I look at the plane and I see how big it is, and I know that if I'm not any bigger than that, then I'm not too close. I can land as close to the flight line as I want, and I'm probably going to be safer than landing over Death Valley. So then I just kind of, a lot of it too is looking at the shadow. Once you get a little closer, sometimes you can see a shadow. In this case, the shadow is really far over, but when I get close to the ground, the shadow starts to appear, and I know if I can see the shadow, I'm not over Death Valley. So that would have been a really good, I was right in the center of the field. I could have touched down there. Guys, this battery lasts forever. I don't know if we need to show you the entire flight. I think that it's pretty obvious this is a huge win for a beginner plane.
I think our only complaint is the JST connector. The
JST connector, yeah, I do wish it was a more universal airplane connector like a Dean's or an XT60. I hate XT30. I wish that was not a thing. I know I just made a lot of people mad by saying that. But as of right now, I don't like XT30.
And we don't like this JST.
And I don't like JST
on this plane.
Because all my planes are
Dean's or XT60.
I'm leaning towards XT60 as my new favorite battery connector.
I like XT60 too because it's easier to pull apart.
Yes, it is.
It really is. And I don't know why. I don't know the science behind it, but I can always get those batteries plugged in and unplugged way easier than Dean's.
Dean's are a bit harder, yeah. I think the plastic can melt when you're soldering a Dean's connector a lot easier than an XT60. I don't really know exactly why either. I just know that I like XT60 more. But yeah, I agree with you. The biggest flaw is the JST connector on the battery. And then to some guys...
we need to figure out how to override the stabilization mode, because if you can do that, then this would be a perfect plane for progression in the hobby of RC planes as well, because you could start with the stabilization, then once you felt ready, you could take it off.
And you know, some guys, the pros that are out there flying planes, are not going to want this simply because it's restricting, but some guys that are pros are still going to want this because check this out. I can just, I mean, it's flying on its own. I'm completely hands-free. It's not a GPS plane. It's not going to come back on its own, but I can really fly this thing hands-free and not have to worry about it.
If you have a significant other that you want to get involved in the hobby, then this would be a good first plane.
Great first plane. That beeping, by the way, is if you can hear it, is a large truck back in the background. We can do some nice, fast, low flybys. This is a very cool plane. Very cool. I'll do a couple more of those because they look really good.
There's also a lot of people that are new to the RC hobby that are doing, or that are only into drones, but they want to take the next step and get into planes, but they're just scared. They don't want to spend a lot of money and crash, because I think crashing with planes is a little less forgiving than crashing with drones, and the technology that's available with drones is a lot cheaper than planes.
Yeah.
So that's why I feel like this is a good budget, ready to fly plane.
Sorry, too high.
To get you started.
I agree. This is awesome. I'm really enjoying flying this. I have no complaints for what it is. It's just a nice, casual, fun, it's kind of a sporty flyer when you got some juice going on there. I mean, I'm really having a good time zipping this around. Nice low-ish, and not touching the ground low, but fun little plane. And I think you agree, super fun, because you didn't have to worry about anything.
No, I really didn't. It was very stress-free, and I don't experience that a lot when I fly planes, but this one, zero stress.
Yeah, it just wants to fly, doesn't it?
It just really wants to fly and stay in the air, yeah.
That's kind of me fighting the throttle and elevator trim, because I usually don't have elevator mixed in with my throttle.
Yeah, you do. I see you're giving it a lot of down elevator right now, because the second you juice it, it wants to climb. Yeah. Good thing for beginners, though.
Yeah, very good thing.
The higher you are, the less possibility of crashes.
Guys, I think I'm going to land this. This is already turning into a really long video. I am not going to complain about that battery life, because that's amazing battery life.
I cannot believe how long it's lasting.
Yeah.
And perfect and slow.
Beautiful. 2 huge thumbs up. I'm really glad we got this plane, especially after Abby just burned up her ESC in her last pusher prop plane. It was pulling way too much weight with that streamer flight, but this is awesome. The stabilization is really cool. We can just pass the controls off to anybody that wants to fly this and not worry about them crashing it, because it would be hard to crash this plane. I feel like something would have to go seriously wrong, or you'd have to intentionally try to crash it for this to come down. It's not perfect. You know, the JST connector.
And newbies can still make mistakes. Trust me, I've crashed numerous beginner stabilization planes. I've crashed almost every single one I've ever touched.
Yep, I agree. And just remember, guys, that all planes, especially ones like this that are beginner friendly, do have a limit. I've witnessed firsthand a lot of beginner pilots that have something like this that's beginner friendly want to push it to the next level, and instead of upgrading to the next plane, what they tend to do is fly full throttle the whole flight. Not only is that going to hurt your plane, your ESC, and your electronics by overheating them, it's going to hurt the battery on board too. So just keep that in mind. Full throttle on something like this is fun to blast around for 30 seconds to a minute, but probably should be eased off on the juice after a while. I don't know that's the case for this plane, but considering it's a 20 amp ESC, you probably don't want to really push that. That's just
and this is meant for beginners. Easy flying, learn how to fly, and then once you master this, then you could upgrade.
I agree. Great plane, guys. Everything for what it is and what it comes with, I think it's worth the price. We'll have it linked in the description box below. Thanks so much for watching. If you like this video and want to see more videos like it, please give us a thumbs up, especially for the dual flying with Abby on the plane, us trying to do camera work, and flying FPV chasing it with my drone. Please give us a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you're new, and we'll have more planes, drones, RC trucks, and cars coming your way very soon.
And again, happy birthday to Kent.
Happy birthday! See you guys in the next video.
Bye.